in the season, we talked about June beetles as they started to emerge and fly around as adult beetles. Well, now is the time to start inspecting your lawn to see if you have the juvenile larvae that might start to feed on your roots of your turf grass. So when we talk about white grubs, again, that's the juvenile form of May or June beetles, but it also can include other scarab beetles, such as Japanese beetles and masked chafers. Now, depending on which one you have, they all have a little bit of a different type of life cycle. May-June beetles can live from 1 to 3 years, whereas masked chafers and Japanese beetles have about a 1-year life cycle. Regardless of which one you have, again, the larva still has a very similar looking white grub that often is right below the surface at this time of year in August, feeding on those roots. So now's a really good time to get control of those. In order to find out whether you've reached a threshold that may need controlling, dig up about a foot of your turf grass or peel it back, and if you see anywhere from 5 to 10 white grubs, that means you might want to consider treatment. Here are a few treatment options for white grubs. Also, as we head into August, it's not too late to still plant in the vegetable garden. So you can still continue to plant pole beans, lima beans, as well as some of your summer squash to get another harvest. Also, don't forget those cool season crops, because as we head into those cooler months, those cool season crops often produce quicker and they don't need as much time in order to harvest them. So they're ideal to plant now. And in fact, they really favor going into the cooler climate as they continue to grow. So planting a few more plants will extend that harvest as we head into fall. It's hard to believe we're already thinking about shutting down the garden, but keep in mind as we head into August, you really want to make your last fertilizer application on your warm season grasses by mid-August. That's because after August, a lot of your warm season grasses, including Bermudagrass, are going to start translocating those carbohydrates that are in the upper growth down into their rhizomes below ground. This allows them to overwinter and be cold hardy during those winter months. If you continue to fertilize beyond that mid-August date, then you run the risk of additional diseases as well as the plant not being as cold tolerant. Here are some additional tips on your Bermudagrass and warm season lawn treatment as we head into August.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.